All right, everybody, welcome back to the next episode of Toonen to Dillon. I'm here, AJ Dillon with
Will Toonen here.
And we got a very special guest today in the building, Keifer Sykes, a KBL All-Star back in 2017, two-time Horizon League Player of the Year, three-time All-Horizon League First Team, two-time AP Honorable Mention All-American, played for Green Bay back in 2011 to 2015, and was inducted into the Hall of Fame a day before my birthday, May 1st, 2023. Played for the Indiana Pacers, and now is currently playing for the Windy City Bulls.
Yeah.
And he has some special news about a huge camp coming to Green Bay soon, which he'll talk more about. But we're happy to have him here, and happy to have you on the show.
Yeah, thank you, man. Thanks for the beautiful introduction. Both of us are, 28s as a professional.
Yes, sir.
So just excited to be on this podcast. Like you said, I mean, I'm known Toonen, lived in the Toonen properties.
Yeah, shout out.
Shout out to them. So I just thought this was cool. I thought this would be something very cool. Like I said, I was here for 4 years in college, became a Packer fan from Chicago.
Yeah.
Which is unique. I get a lot of grief for it, but it's something that was just coming here changed my life. So happy to bring some basketball back to get, right before the football season kicks off and gets started, and just bring like a sports environment here to Green Bay.
Yeah, man, love that. Yo, so you talked about your number was 28. I thought it was 24 in college. Why'd you change it up?
So my number was 24 in college, but as I turned pro, left school, started to learn a little bit more. I learned a little bit about numerology and just the power of numbers, just like why we have a jersey number, why we have a phone number, why our address is the number, why we have a social security number before we have a name. So I ended up finding out that my life path number was 28. And it's become lucky, and now I'm going into 10 years pro playing basketball, and I never thought I'd be professional. So I just wanted to go on with that.
Damn, that's cool. I wonder what my number is.
well, on Rolexes, every Rolex that's displayed is 28.
Yeah, the 28 is the official number for Rolex.
Oh, damn.
It's crazy.
Shout out.
When you start doing the deep dive into it.
Numerology is the first language of the universe. So, like I say, I left Green Bay. I had to go play abroad. The first place I went was South Korea, the KBO All-Star, and I landed there, and there was no more alphabets. It was all symbols. I couldn't read nowhere. I couldn't go anywhere. So that's when I'm like, I met this numerologist. Betting is a big thing now too, like FanDuel and just numbers, man. It's very powerful and very important. So
bet on 28.
Please. No, it's serious. To tell you the story, that's how I got into numerology. This master numerologist was like, man, at Green Bay, I will always bet on you, bro. We will never lose, because we lost like 5 games my junior year. Yeah. And I guess I could say it here, but me, LeBron James, and Tiger Woods share the same numerology. We are 28 life paths. It's like, say, same birthday, 12/30, and we are 9 years apart. So I'm in 93, LeBron is 84, Tiger is 75. So he's like, bro, you're special. Something is to you. And I'm like, all right, teach me this then.
Damn,
if you winning money on me, and now like betting is popular, numbers is popular, angel numbers, like
I need to go get
like you say, every company has a number to represent them. So I mean, as I've learned, numerology has kept me lucky.
That's fire, dude. I love that. I never knew that. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get into the, you went overseas right away, correct? Because you went undrafted, or you got picked up by the Spurs, if I remember.
First I went to the Spurs,
right.
Which was really, really cool. To come from a mid-major, like a small school.
To Greg Pop.
To the biggest franchise. Yeah. Actually, at that time, they were the biggest, best franchise at the time, because that year I was in camp with them was the year where they went to the playoffs. Zaza Pachulia went up under Kawhi Leonard's foot.
Oh,
and then the Golden State been winning ever since. But it was really, when I was there, it was like, bro, eye-opening. They just got LaMarcus Aldridge.
Yeah.
That was the last camp where it was 3 Hall of Famers, Tony Parker, Tim Duncan, and Manu Ginobili. So, man, coming from a small school,
going to that
big NBA, to one of the best franchises, probably the best franchise, most professional franchise in the world, it was cool. So I went there, and then I went abroad to South Korea.
Why'd you make that big leap, like all the way to South Korea? That's the other side of the world, honestly.
Yeah, so, I did really well, played in the G League, but it was hard to get a call up. And I played well to the point where the way it works, if you play for a team, they have your rights if you go to training camp. So I couldn't just go to another team unless I officially signed or they offer me money. But, I was playing well in the summer league, and other teams wanted me, but the Spurs didn't want to let me go, because like, if I go to another team, I'm going against them.
Yeah.
So and then I had my second kid earlier that year at the time, and
Okay.
they were offering me $250,000, so I just went. And we went on, like I said, been an all-star. I won a title there, so it kind of like broke the ice for me. Because I'm under 6 feet, like 6 feet. So playing abroad was a part of my journey. I knew it would be. I even said, in the documentary Chi-Town that I have on Amazon Prime, like, I didn't even think I would be professional.
Yeah.
So to play in all these places was and travel the world has been special for me. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you pick up on the language at all?
Yeah, annyeonghaseyo. That's how you say hello in Korean. But yeah, I've been to multiple countries, so I'll be trying to pick up on some of the languages. I know how to say the things I need. How to eat, how to say hello, how to have manners, and but yeah, it's definitely been cool just to be immersed in different cultures.
Mm-hmm. What would you say? I guess talking about being in different countries and everything. What would be something you feel like you've learned from going and being a part of different cultures here and different cultures there outside of basketball? Just like something that you never really thought you might learn, but something that you like appreciate taking from your travels.
Yeah, I think to be honest, I think just my kids, really, for them to see the world, just how adaptable they are. With you being a professional athlete, and you've been here most of the time, but like I've been to multiple places, so my kids are very much adaptable, very much versatile. It's made me adaptable, versatile, just have a global mindset. But yeah, just kind of, the biggest thing is just how to navigate in different spaces and how to adapt. Those things have, those skills have helped me the most. Going to these places where I'm nervous, don't know where to eat, how to drive on the right side of the road. Then once you figure it out, it's like, okay, I just figured something out that's really cool that I could use. Like, even if I'm just traveling, with my family.
That's dope.
I like to say it's a small world, but a big world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I was able to see it's a big world, but as you know, like all of these small things get connected. Like I might have seen you in France or see somebody like, wow, like, man, it's really a small world. So many people or everybody's connected, but you know what I'm saying? But it's definitely a big world, but it's a small world, man. It's a good thing.
Love that. So I would love to go back to the Chi-Town documentary. I think I have a little bit of a cameo in there too because I'm sitting the front row there, so I see myself, my buddy, when
this
we're
guy
like,
never missed a game.
I didn't miss like any of your games.
Yeah.
I was like we went to go watch Keifer Sykes play. Like that was. I mean, you guys had a sick squad too because it was like the first time GB had some high flying hoopers who could like throw the ball down. It was sweet, and obviously you guys won a ton of games. But I love. So how did that documentary start off? Because you were like 16 when they first started filming you. Did you just kind of agree to go a part of that process? Like, or did they like work with other athletes that were kind of up and coming from where you're from, like Southside Chicago and stuff like that?
Yeah, they did. So they definitely watch Chi-Town on Amazon Prime. It's still streaming, man.
100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, 100% on Rotten Tomatoes, man. 8 years, like. I'm just a normal kid from Chicago, like just living my life, not thinking it's special or nothing is different at all. I'm so naive, and to see how many people that it motivate, inspire, impact has been amazing. But it started where, so Oprah was filming her last season of her show in Chicago because it's based in Chicago. Her film crew is from New York, a big basketball city, and they're starting on their, film journey, kind of like, everybody now, media and technology is fire, which is why I love your podcast and wanted to jump on. But they were creating an independent project on the side. They love basketball. So they were just filming a bunch of people in Chicago, from peace leaders to park districts to, we had this senior year all-star game. So it was like 15 players on each side. They visited in all of our homes and things like that. So they came into my home, like I said, 16. I was a junior at the time. 17, going on 17. I was a teenage parent, so obstacles there. We had 5 adopted, my siblings, 5 siblings that we adopted there. So I was like the youngest of all of my older siblings, but then finally become a big brother. So they like my story, I believe, and my charisma. Just me being real. I ain't gonna lie. I got in front of the camera. I'm like, all right, this is my shot. Like, I don't know what this is gonna be, but like, I know they got a lot of people, but hey, I'm about to be a star in this thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was hoping it become just a documentary in my mind, but it was like, it was definitely just, it happened organically. So, luckily I committed to Green Bay, a small school. I was ranked 40 a senior going to Green Bay. Like we had Frank Kaminsky. Yeah. We had Dave Sevoluski, Ryan Boatwright go to UConn. Wayne Blackshear, top in the country, go to Louisville. So Chicago, it's hard to make it there playing basketball, even harder now in NIL. But, I went to a small school, so I was able to play as a freshman. So they kept telling my story. I was here playing well, and it was like a good, I think they just thought it was a good story, to show like Chicago to this, So, they ended up, telling me they just wanted to solely make it about me. And, I'm still naive, and they put it out. Once I got done with college, I kept getting better and trying to push this thing. Like, all right, I'm going to try to go to NBA. Like, cameras followed me. It was a lot.
Yeah.
I ended up, bringing my daughter into the world and stuff, and they captured all of that stuff. My dad passed away. My friends going to jail. My coach got shot, got put in a wheelchair accidentally. So, like I said, I'm just thinking it's normal. I'm from Chicago. Like, we see these things, but to see the response from it, it was so cool. So, man, the Shot Town documentary just came about just because a lot of beautiful things was happening, and they was able to, God was able to kind of tell that through me, and I'm just happy that that was in place, because that started my non-for-profit organization where I was like, wow, if people really want to help, I started the Free 10 Foundation to give back to my city.
That's awesome. So you just started a foundation as well, I mean, it'd be great to kind of talk about a little bit about that process. I mean, that's awesome to give back, and all the Toonen to Dillon proceeds go to the foundation.
All the
so
proceeds.
Purchase shirts.
Yes.
Keifer, we're going to get you a shirt.
All goes to the foundation. My wife and I, we just started the Dillon Family Foundation. My wife being from Green Bay and me kind of adopting this as home and, loving it. We really wanted to just give back to families in need, empower them, give the resources that they need, and also combat hunger. We were kind of astonished by the amount of people in Wisconsin and Green Bay who don't have meals, outside of the school year, especially kids. So that's what we're focused on. But tell us more about like your foundation and when you started that up and how that's been looking and what you kind of been doing with that.
Yeah, so so the movie dropped in 2018. So like I said, I was just praying to God, like, what do I do with this? Like, you gave me a film, like, just me, normal me. Like, we have Jabari Parker, we have Derrick Rose, guys that, superior in the basketball world,
especially out of Chicago too.
Out of Chicago, like, how do I get a film? Like, I'm just at Green Bay, but most important, like I said, I wanted to give back to my city. Like, kids are what I noticed growing up. Like, what was special about me, how I knew that I would be okay. I had my mom and dad, so I'm like, okay, at least I have that. Like, my parents made it feel like we had everything we needed. Even when I was, whatever the case may be, we had everything we needed. So I wanted to just fill that void as a guardian for, because we target kids who've been affected by gun violence and mass incarceration, which is a huge problem, in the inner city and just in America. So, once these, you probably hear all these, I don't know how much you hear about the violence in Chicago, just violence in the world, right?
Yeah.
When somebody passed away or died, right? The first thing that comes to my mind is like, they may have had 2 kids. They may have had 3 kids. Like, who taking care of those kids, right? Like, we got a head start. I got a head start because, I had a good foundation. Got my parents. So, so I started with that and just, just serving underrepresented kids, underprivileged kids and kids of all crises. So, yeah, I mean, my foundation, the Free 10 Foundation, our mission is to serve kids who's been affected by gun violence and mass incarceration and just fill that void for them in any other, like you said, any traumatic crisis.
That's an awesome cause and like great way to use your platform. How can people get involved? Like, if people listening, they want to help out or donate or spread awareness, where can they look?
So nowadays with socials, I think that's really cool. My socials just got verified. You could go on the Free 10 Foundation Instagram page, or you can go to Keifer Sykes, free10foundation.org, get more information if you want to donate. So those are the 2 main vehicles that I would say. I'm just starting to build on my TikTok.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Check it out. You doing the dance, bro?
Are we doing dance? Are we doing dance? We got the lighting.
I literally just started. I literally just started it, bro. I haven't had
Everybody
a video
go
yet.
Follow him on TikTok today.
Yeah, follow mine, Keifer Sykes, YBM. So I just started. I don't have a post. I got to get with the dance, and hopefully this have a good cameo shot. I'm just trying to, bring a little behind the scenes to my life, too.
That's awesome.
So, yeah.
That's cool. I love that. I love that.
Yeah. So, tell me a little bit more about, you said your foundation. Just a little bit more.
The Dillon Family Foundation. So we just started, and so what kind of sparked it is I've always wanted to give back. I've grown up in Connecticut. That's always been something that was big in my family. My mom was a teacher. She's a vice principal now, so shout out my mom. But giving back and being about the community has always been something we've been passionate about, me and my wife. And the last couple of years here in Green Bay, we've partnered with nonprofits, and we've raised money and meals for House of Hope in Green Bay. And we raised like $500,000 the last 2 years. And that is a homeless shelter for moms or women and their children. And they teach them and help them get their GEDs and everything they need to kind of have those resources to, go out there and then be on their own and, kind of help them along. And then Feeding America, Eastern Wisconsin. And that's kind of a food pantry of sorts. And we were part of a campaign called Healthy Kids, Healthy Summer. And the last 2 summers, we raised like 750,000 meals to kids during the summer. And their big thing was, and which really got me, kind of really want to be a part of this and do it here in Green Bay and in Wisconsin, was they said at the time it was 1 in 6 kids, once they got out of the school year, 1 in 6 kids in Wisconsin didn't know where their next meal was coming from. And you don't think that, and maybe it, it was ignorant of me to, come here and I'm like, oh, Green Bay is like nice. Everybody does, pretty well, just generally speaking, not being from here, not knowing much. And when they told me that, I'm like, really? Wisconsin? Like, it is that? And so we want to change that. We want to help that. And, I think you definitely understand that. But with the platform that you have and with people caring about what you say, whether it's sports or not sports, whether it's on TikTok, whether it's through a dance, like if you can bring some positivity through that, if you can help change some people's lives or the trajectory of where a family or a kid or parents, whatever it may be, like in a positive fashion, help improve them. I think that's important, and that's really what it's all about. And that's why I go out there and I suit up, and so I can take care of my family that's here in this house. But outside of that, when I can talk and spread awareness, try to help those families who don't have somebody that can go out there and run on the football field and score touchdowns.
Bring it. Yeah.
So, and DillonFamilyFoundation.org. You guys know about that. But, I appreciate it.
Yeah, congrats. I just wanted to get more information because, that's why I'm here, too. Like, they don't have, like, a NBA team, professional team.
Yeah.
And when I was here, Green Bay basketball completely changed my life to, where I'm at now.
Hey, the Rush was rocking back then, man. Now it's coming back, too. I mean,
they're doing good. So that's what I'm saying. I've been, trying to ignite the Phoenix. I was helping Coach Will Ryan. Like I said, they inducted me into the Hall of Fame last year. Spent a lot of time with Sundance, helping them, and they, Coach of the Year. They get back to the top. And like you said, I mean, the camp that we're having on the 23rd and 24th is, powered by Angelina's. Shout out to my brother, he's here. But he don't want me to say it. That's why I'm not going to say his name, but shout out to him. And, the Free 10 Foundation, which is the organization to, just bring as many resources as we can. When I was here, I was able to see those pockets of the Boys and Girls Club. Those kids are like you said, those kids that came to the game that, that felt so much love because we were putting on a product, and that, to be able to have that ticket to come to the game, those things changed their life. So I'm excited to just, the Olympics was here. Y'all got a game on the 24th. Bring some football, bring some basketball. Have an event for also the parents, so they could, continue to keep doing what they're doing and just continue to build just a great environment, for the world, man. If we continue to do what we do to make the world a better place, you will continue to keep leaving a legacy, man.
Absolutely.
That's awesome. I love that.
So is the camp at the Rush? Or where's the camp?
The camp will be at the Kress Center at UWGB.
At UWGB,
At UWGB.
Because it's for 7 to 11. 7 to 17-year-olds.
Okay.
So, we probably need multiple gyms, and you all got a game, so we can't compete with you all. So hopefully people want to drop their kids off, and we have them, and a 12:00 game, we just come get them after, and by the time they're feeling good and ready to come to downtown and get some dinner,
great. And then
we just meet and greet.
Who
they go to Angelina's after, right?
As your coaches, I saw you had
Tristan Jazz, my guy T Jazz. Yeah, shout out to T Jazz, man. So excited to have him. Been building with him. He has a great campaign as well, Buckets Over Bullying, his non-for-profit. So, we met there, and I don't think a lot of people know that he's from Wisconsin, and he's just a basketball savant, like you said, social media savant, just entrepreneur, just
dude, he's a good athlete.
Great
I
athlete.
did a
he
charity softball game with him
very
like 2 years ago.
Very accurate,
and he was out there playing center field, diving for balls,
bro,
hitting doubles. I'm like, whoa, who is
my
this guy?
goal, bro, is to have like him and Jordan Love do some, like, we just put a target up 100 yards away and see who could hit it. Like,
I never met him, and everybody's like, yeah, like he's a social media guy. He does basketball. Awesome. And I'm like, okay, like, no big deal. What's going on, man? Like, nice to meet you. Then all of a sudden I see this guy running after the ball. Like, I got it. He's running the next man's zone. I got it. Waving him off, catching it. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I think his wave is just so important nowadays with social media. You know, like I said, when we doing podcasts and we talking about TikTok and all these things of that sort, but just also his courage, to forego his basketball scholarship to build his brand. And now it's 2.5 million followers, and
Yeah, he's done a phenomenal job with everything.
Like everybody can't go to the NBA, right? It's
right,
only 500 spots. I played, been playing pro 10 years abroad. 10 years, but all of them was in the NBA. Like everybody's not gonna go to everybody's not talented, right?
Yeah.
But he is such relatable, and like the vehicle that he uses is just such relatable for whoever wanna, use it in whatever space or capacity that they want to. He's a super cool dude, man. So he's kind of most
He's genuine too, from what I've seen from afar. Like he comes off as like super cool in that aspect.
Bro,
yeah,
you've said that. Like shoot a video, do this, and it's like it's so funny because all the kids are like, man, we love you, but man, we're ready to see T Jazz, and I'm like,
hey, come on, man.
I'm like, man, this guy, it's cool though. So that's what it's for. But a great host, me, Alfonso McKinney, who my high school teammate, college teammate. We were the last two NBA players from the University of Green Bay.
Yeah.
He played for the Warriors in the finals, final starter. It was cool because he also got a silver medal in a 3x3-on-3.
Oh, did he?
In the World Games before this year where they came.
Okay.
That's how he got an NBA, man. He played 3-on-3 after he left there.
I remember watching the finals and be like, Alfonso McKinney, like, no way. Like I was like, I was sitting there watching him like all the time, man. It's really cool. Anytime I see like a GB player ball out like that, it's cool. It's fun to see.
Yeah, man. He had a great 5-6 years in NBA. Like I said, we're people who are, underrated or they didn't believe we'll do it, so we kind of overachieved, so it's cool. And then Carrington Love, Wisconsin native from Milwaukee. He was the last player to take UWGB to the NCAA tournament. So
yeah, man.
Just a lot of basketball expertise. And like I said, for sure, again, my guy Tristan Jazz, just been spending so much time with him. Just went to his golfing event that he had. So we got to get on the green.
Yeah. Apparently everyone's catching the golf itch. Yeah. You said you just got started. AJ's really.
Let's get it.
AJ just played in the John Deere Classic. Man.
I saw the picture over there.
It's
Matter of fact, hey, this is nice, man. We didn't even get to say this space is beautiful, man. This is nice.
I appreciate
all the jerseys. I gotta come donate you all the jerseys.
We got you. I got you with a 28.
Yeah, put a 28 up here.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, man.
So I got
those are the hosts.
Yeah. So you said you're a Packer fan.
I am.
Where did that stem from? Like, why? I mean, you're a Chicago guy. You said you caught a lot of flack for that.
I did. So being from Chicago, I come from a football family, which is crazy. I'm the first one to play basketball. So I grew up playing football. I love football, right?
What position?
Running back and cornerback.
Okay.
Not as good as
Come
you.
on. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah. Nowadays, I think I want to be like, now that I'm done playing, I'm like a fake football player. Like, we all wish we could do. I'm like, now I want to be a receiver. That's like the cool position to play. Like, go run and catch football and stuff. Right. But yeah, man. I grew up playing football in Chicago. Loved it, but none of the Bears like me. I don't know. No, let me not say that. But no, I have to say that so I can justify me being a Bears. Packer fan. But when I came here, man, they obviously the rush is across the street. Like to see the loyalty here. Like, bro, if you want to do anything, do it when the Packers is playing. You'll get away with it. Like, right? Like, bro, the city is shut down. Like, wow. Like, nothing moves when the Packers playing. And it was just so amazing to see. Like I said, I come from a city, to be honest, where it's like sometimes kind of crab in the barrel mentality where like it's hard to see each other succeed. So to see everybody about love and helping each other and loyalty and family is like, if you say anything wrong about the Packers, they might hurt you on the spot. Yeah. So,
it's on site.
First that was the first reaction. I'm like, I was fighting it. Like, I don't know, man. I'm from Chicago. But then, I got to meeting the coaches, meeting the players. Tremont Williams is one of my great friends, who took me under his wing. And he was the first professional I ever met. Me trying to aspire to be a professional at this point, right? Like, I'm like, all right, I'm starting to get okay at basketball. I might got a shot. you know, I was getting injured and things like that. You know, he's like, man, I'm under the pals. I'm getting tackled every game, getting into 40 car crashes a game. But I love to do yoga. So he helped me meet Ryan Cunningham, who will be at the camp. Because we bring in yoga and mental health awareness and strength training and nutrition and speakers and things to the camp.
It's the holistic.
Sorry to hop in here, but if anybody has any kids, what was the age group?
Ages 7 to 17.
7 to 17. If you guys are in Green Bay and you have kids who are really serious about basketball or just like it, make sure they're at the camp. You got resources from professionals to amazing athletes to people to just help them get their mind right, recovery. That's all things you need to be pro, all things you're going to need to succeed at any level. So make sure you guys are at that camp,
and a post-camp event for the parents too.
Which and a post-camp event. If your kids are serious about basketball and you're in the Green Bay area, Wisconsin area, come up. Definitely attend the camp. I would send my kid, but he can't walk yet.
That's cool.
He's still crawling around, but we still might show up.
We're trying. We're trying.
I hope there's something we could do. I'm definitely bringing Jay Reed, who is actually like a cousin to me. So I grew up with him.
Okay. Oh, really?
I didn't know
season. Yeah.
I was gonna bring that up. I was gonna be my fun fact.
Yeah. That was your fun fact.
I was gonna be like, hey, do you know Jay Reed?
Yeah. So he's gonna be at the camp. But
that's awesome.
But yeah, man. So like when I got to meet all these players and like, you know, they got to taking me to do yoga, just like taking me to, you know, his house to watch boxing matches, or, you know, when it's not nothing to do, he taking me to dinner, inviting me in his home.
That's really cool.
Like I said, people like my guy here, they just, you know, took me in, and I wasn't used to that from Chicago. So it was like, man, and then I started coming to the games. I'm sitting on the front row, you know, like to where I'm like too low. Like I'm at the games, I'm like too low. Like it's Monday night, I can't see the cameras all low. I'm like, yo, I need to move up. Like you got me too good of a seats, you know. So, but man, I mean, they were winning. Aaron Rodgers, bro. I would leave at halftime. You know, we were up 35-7. You know, that was when he was winning MVP.
I was gonna say I didn't want to be too biased, but I was like, you probably saw a lot more wins over here on this side.
I mean, it's just like it was. You know, the loyalty. Everything is loyalty for me. So it was just like it was a no-brainer, you know. So became a Packer fan, man, and it's been awesome.
Yeah,
it's
been
awesome.
Welcome. Yeah. Always welcome. Yeah. More welcome, always.
We're gonna take a turn real quick, and we're gonna have some fun.
Let's do it.
A little Instagram.
Let me take a sip of this.
Oh yeah. Press this one. I was waiting for the opportune moment.
Yeah.
So we have this segment on our. Probably the only real segment that we're super consistent with on the podcast, and it's called the Instagram Deep Dive.
All right.
So we scroll back, and our producers here helped us find some good content.
Some ugly photos, some good
stuff on the Instagram. Some good stuff on the Instagram. So there's only 3 of them.
Oh, my God. Don't have the picture in college, but we were... oh, my God, bro.
So I just got to whip out my service.
I thought I was so cool, man, up here.
Oh, we got... I do have one. I'm like, what we'll start with that. We'll start with that. So they'll put the picture on the thing for everybody watching on YouTube. You'll see. But this first one, I just want to ask you. I just want to ask you about what this fit is. What you guys thought about this? Just walk me through the outfit.
Oh my God! Wow, this is crazy. First, look, this is my guy. He passed away, so R.I.P. to him. But man, I had this. First of all, they got the picture up here because I'm embarrassed.
Yeah, they'll have the picture.
All right, so look, this was Christmas time. Thought we was fly, you know. We had the Jordans, those were the Gammas, and he had the 12s, the light blue ones. I was just trying to 4C, man. Had my little watch on. You see, I got my little. I still do that. Got my little wrist up. You know, you got to show the accessories. Had my little YSL shirt. I was one of the first ones. Thought I was wearing some YSL. So, and yeah, man, I had my leather jacket. I thought I was home for the weekend. I remember that. I was going out to Body. That's what it said. We was going out to the Body Club, man.
I really love the hashtags.
The low cut.
The old post.
Yeah, the low cut too, man. That cut, that was a Green Bay cut, man. A little flat top. You know what I'm saying? And we thought we was bringing the 90s back. I don't know what we were doing, to be honest. Probably was in Green Bay board, you know.
Then the next one here, we got you at the dunk contest.
Let me see.
So, but the hashtags, hashtag sneakhead, hashtag still moving up.
Yeah. Oh wow.
So just kind of like, what was that moment like?
It's my boy Pangos.
Yeah, what was that moment like?
Kevin Pangos. This was cool. So this is my senior year. I was graduating, and they had the NCAA like the 3-point contest, dunk contest. It was at Butler, which is cool. It was at
remember
Butler
watching
University. Shout out to Brad Stevens, president of the Celtics.
Yeah.
Coached at Butler. We beat them my freshman year. You know, he just won a title with the Celtics, which is cool.
Was that the year with Howard and
no, it was the year after.
It was the year after.
Howard was tough.
Yeah,
they would have beat us with Howard.
Yeah.
But they had Ronald Norad. He was my coach in Indiana too. They had Roosevelt Jones. They had a good team, but just going to Hinkle Fieldhouse was cool. So
yeah.
For here to go back to Hinkle and then I played in Indiana. You know, Butler is one of the most amazing gyms, but still moving up, man. I was going for a little between the legs dunk.
Did you make it?
I actually missed this, but this photo was cool. This photo was fire.
Yeah,
I'll explain more about. I don't even want to explain about how I lost, but dunk contests are weird, bro, because they bring the basketballs, they pump them up full of air, so I couldn't get my lob right. You know what I'm saying? It's just other little stuff of like.
That's frustrating.
When you're an athlete, like say if I'm playing in so say I played in the TBT, we won that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Same thing, bro. Like they just at neutral sites, you got to make sure everything is right to give yourself a chance to win. Like I got to check the basketball, bro. I got to check the net. I'm sure you know, like y'all seen Aaron Rodgers on the thing. He like throw up the grass to see the way the wind blows. So like I hate going to dunk contests when they feel the basketball too much. Even it's not realistic.
Even like field to field when we go play at different places, like they have different surfaces, uneven grass. Like
grass. Yeah,
we played a couple weeks back in Cleveland.
Yeah,
because this podcast won't be out till in a couple weeks. We went to Cleveland and like no disrespect, Cleveland Browns groundskeeping, but like it was like they had sod. Like every like 5-yard increment was like a new piece of grass, and it'd be like little divots.
Oh, dude!
And I heard even at the Super Bowl they didn't like
people are like trying to figure out what cleats to wear.
That's real.
We had some guys wearing like certain cleats.
I'm trying to win. Foot. That's real. But yeah, man, sneakerhead. I mean, I had a lot of sneakers in college. Before the NIL. No, I'm just playing. But yeah, earlier that year they had me on like Champ Sneakerhead. That was my thing. Like when I was here, like try to use all my money to buy Jordans. I don't do that no more. But
yeah,
it was cool.
Just Christian Dior's.
Yeah.
Moving on up. What was it? Still moving up.
So maybe that was me retro thinking it to now. I don't know.
I don't do that anymore.
You used to rock the gloves in college, right?
Yeah, the gloves.
Those are fire, bro. No one had
some custom ones. Yeah, yes. I gave them out after the game. So yeah, I used to. Yeah, man. I love Green Bay, man. It gave me the key to the city. One time still trying to build here.
That's fun, man. I love that.
You mentioned winning.
I should have had a picture ready for you.
Well,
I should have.
You know,
a funny picture.
It's hard to find. Those are scrubs and leaders from the Northwest.
I'm knowing. I gotta know. You gotta we gotta find some man. The archive somewhere.
Trust me, they definitely have them in our team meetings. They find me with the afro, the glasses,
and the cargo pants.
Going on school visits, the cargo pants. I mean, like I went to prep school. I went to Lawrence Academy. Awesome experience. But like coming from where I was coming from, for me, like dressy. I had the black and red polo, and I had some cargo pants, and I had some Jordans on. I was like, damn, I matched. I'm looking good. Like this is perfect. And what they expected us dressing up for like assemblies was suit and tie, cardigan, like dress shoes. I'm like, oh man, I am not prepared. You couldn't wear sweats. I was a fish out of water, but I figured it out, pretty quick.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I got some funny pictures out there. Me next to guys in like full suits, and it's like me in cargo shorts. But
All right. You got a question now? I didn't thought of a question after you. You want me to go first?
You go ahead.
What do you all think about the Olympics, man? About I'll say basketball. Yeah, go America for sure.
America.
Yeah, what do you all think about the Olympics? How was it? I'll say first, I thought it was cool. Like this the first year I watched. It was just a lot of like fanfare, like to see Steph Curry with so much emotion, to see like Shakira Richardson, look at her, as they went in, and just how I like how Netflix did the build up with the track athletes, with the sprinted show. NFL got a dope wide receiver show too out now.
Did you watch the Simone documentary?
Which one?
The Simone Biles documentary?
Yeah,
on
course.
Netflix.
Yeah, she's talking about mental health and stuff.
In the Green Bay clip, like that's like my whole family's in that.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So I got a little cameo. So I should get like a
IMDb,
bro. I'm in Chi-Town. I'm in Simone Biles.
We owe you some royalties, man.
Yeah, bro. Where's the cred?
Her and my wife had gotten close.
Yeah.
And then so she would watch the games from their box and everything. And so when we were watching the Green Bay Packers comes up, it's there's my father-in-law. There's Will. There's Gab. There's my son.
Yeah. So man, the Olympics were super cool to me. Like I never paid attention, but That was super cool.
I'm not gonna lie. I never yelled more at an event than the women's 3-on-3 tournament this year. We were at the facility. They had it up on the big screen. We're in camp still, and so they had it up in between meetings, and we're all just sitting there, and we lost, and we're just screaming, we're like, put Haley Van Lith back in the game. Like, she doesn't need to leave the court. Put her back in the game. Like, we got to win this. And I think it's like 1st to 21 or something like that. And we ended up losing on a free throw. And we were just pissed. I was like, it messed up my whole day. I was like, so much pride.
Yeah. That's how we
Steph Curry taking over, though. That was probably the most.
Best shooter all time?
Yeah.
100%.
I mean, I would go on to say the best point guard of all time, but no disrespect to Magic, but.
Who's your GOAT? Who's your GOAT? This is what I really need.
My GOAT?
Who's your GOAT? Who's the best? Like, I like to ask who's the best of all time. I feel like greatest is hard. I feel like greatest is when you talk about like rings and stuff. Like, you know what I mean?
So you already
know. Let me know which question I'm answering. You can't set me up now.
I want to. Who's the most talented? Who's the best person to pick up a basketball? The best athlete to pick up a basketball?
I mean, really is no question. You know, to me, I'm from Chicago, so it's Michael Jordan.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I mean, and look, LeBron, I love LeBron. We got the same numerology. Look, I believe to your other question, you know, especially after the gold medal, and like, bro, he's 30. Like, bro, he's just like, bro, I really respect LeBron, bro. Like, he's 39, was just the best player. They would have lost to Sudan. They would have lost, bro. They would have lost. They would have been losing. Like, if he didn't just get up out of his bed, bro, at 39 years old and go do what he just did. Bro, nobody's doing that, bro.
Yeah.
No.
I'm just thinking about Kobe had ice packs over here, ice packs. Like, bro, dude is like still the best player on the floor. Just won a cup, NBA cup, like. So, I mean, subject to, you know.
He's a Chicago guy.
But I'll take that. That's fair. That's fair.
Like, you feel me? Like,
you already picked the Packers. You can't pick.
Well, I mean, to be honest, like, Mike is the best, bro. Like,
yeah, he is.
He changed the game. Like, did you see the documentary?
Where's my LeBron?
The 10.
I gotta put it back out here. Hey, can you grab that real quick?
I love LeBron. He's my favorite player.
Well, who's the best player you get to play with, or like most memorable? You're like, damn, I'm on the same court as who?
It was Steph and LeBron.
Steph and LeBron. Oh yeah,
both of them and Kyrie.
Yeah, because you were both on the. Yeah, you were.
We beat the Warriors.
Let's get that back.
That was life. That was mind blowing.
When you were on the court, you were on the court with all three of those dudes. Oh yeah,
let's get Bron back on the table.
Yeah, please, because there's no. I love LeBron. We got the same numerology. That's like my favorite player all time. Even in the movie, you'll see it. Like, that's my favorite player. But being from Chicago, like, I wouldn't have played basketball if it wasn't for Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's a different love there. Like, LeBron, like Mike did. Like, what have you done for me lately?
You're not rocking the bronze?
I actually, I'm only guard that rock bronze, but Mike, man. I'm from Chicago, man. Mike, like, bro, we could look up and like see 6 banners, like, bro, like when he was there, bro, we wasn't losing. You know what I'm saying? Like, like it's no question. You know what I'm saying?
This is now become our new segment on the show. I'm gonna ask everybody whether they're basketball or not, whether
like
they have nothing to do with sports. I'm just asking. We're gonna keep a running tally.
Yeah, man.
Running tally. I like
Mike,
that.
Though.
Hey, also while we're here, shout out One Barrel up in Door County.
Yes,
they said that they're now a sponsor of the podcast and they're going to give us free beers for the rest of our lives.
Yes, yeah. Shout them out, bro. Let's shout them out.
Y'all got to do like a little clapping thing where it's like a loud clap.
Cheers. Cheers to One Barrel. The Commuter is my favorite.
I promise you, they told me that somewhere.
Yes, yeah.
Everything you hear on the podcast is true.
Yeah, man.
That's cool, man. Well, I mean, it's been a blast, dude. I mean, for me, like, I was kind of really geeked up about this because I grew up watching you play, and it was fun. I was always a smaller basketball player too, and I mean,
he could dunk.
I could dunk too. No big deal.
Your dad told me. Actually, your dad. Shout out to your dad.
Shout out, Pops.
He came to my Hall of Fame.
Yes, like, he did. He was
it was at that post event, man.
Yeah, he was really excited to say hello to you because I mean, he knew how much like I was looking up to you and stuff like that. I was like, damn, I'd love to jam a basketball one day.
That's why I'm like, man, let me follow him and stuff like.
Yeah, that's cool.
Now I'm happy. Yeah, man, he's really cool. You are really cool. This really cool. So man, thanks for having me.
Appreciate having you on. I mean,
man.
Before we close out.
Wait, I got one more question.
Right.
I want to know what your thoughts for the season is. You know, I'm in Chicago hearing all these people. They got the Hard Knocks. They got the number one pick. They making me mad, man. They making me mad, man. I'm like, man, I was like, bro, we was a field goal away from the Super Bowl. Stop playing with us.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
Seriously.
So, they just read up my mans. Now he feeling good. You know, he's here. You feel me? In the saddle for some years. I'm ready, so I ain't no pressure. But talk to me, though. Talk to me.
That jersey up there gonna take care of business, man. That jersey up there gonna take care of business.
Josh Jacobs, you know what I'm saying?
We're
got my man Jay Reed, baby. Jay Reed, I love you.
Shout out Jay Reed.
I love you, Reed, man. Follow up this season, man. You been snapping, man. Christian White, everybody, man.
Giant,
like I'm a real fan, man.
You gonna come to some games?
Of course.
Yeah, we definitely.
Can you give me some middle level seats? Y'all give me too good of seats.
We'll get you. You tell me exactly where you want to be, what view you want. We'll take care of you.
Yeah, man.
But I mean, I think it's the thing with being a Green Bay Packer, and some people like it, some people don't, but it's called Title Town for a reason.
Yeah.
And, it's Super Bowl or bust, and that's our mindset. It starts with, one game at a time, all that, winning the North. But Super Bowl is what Green Bay Packer fans want, and that's what they're built on. That's what I want. I need one of those. I need a couple. But we'll settle for this one this year. And, I mean, we got – the thing is, and with sports, you get to those playoffs, and then, it's just any team can win there.
Yeah,
but I think we got that team that can get us into the dance for sure, and just go play. We got playmakers all around the board. We got an elite quarterback. We got elite receivers. We got elite running backs. We got a great O-line. We got great defense. We got great draft picks. We got great coaches. So it's like one of those things.
And the best fans.
Of course, the best fans. And it's just like
I hold it down.
It's just one of those things. It's one of them things where you just talking about it gets me excited. Yeah. And so, but that's the vibes throughout the entire locker room every day we go out there. So I mean, it's an honor and a privilege to represent the Packers. But shoot, I mean, we're excited to get out there, man. Get Lambeau rocking, and especially after we finish up this preseason game versus the Ravens, stop by your camp. Stop by your camp and check that out. I still got a little basketball in me. My patented move was a hop step.
Yeah.
And my claim to fame, and I think I've already said this on the podcast, but I'm going to say it every single time. My best shot in basketball and the best player I ever played against, because I never got past high school, is I played against Bruce Brown. And I shot a three-pointer in his face. Bruce, I'm sorry, I'm saying it again. But that's the only highlight on my huddle for basketball. Three-point shot from the corner three. I've never missed in a game. So I might have to go just get some shots out. Get back into the swing of things.
Yeah, man. I just want to ask that, man, because we all looking forward to it, and
absolutely
excited for you all, man.
For sure.
We beat them 10 times in a row. Don't ever forget that. Like, they're little bro. Chicago's little bro. Bears little bro. Not Chicago.
For some of the fans listening, I'm sure when we put this out, a lot of kids and a lot of aspiring basketball players are going to be listening to this. Do you have what advice, and I know you're going to have your camp, and I'm sure you're going to talk there, but maybe take it and answer the question however you want to, but either advice or words of wisdom or an experience or something that helped you, anything you want to share with somebody from Green Bay, Chicago, anywhere in the world who might stumble upon this, just something to encourage them on their journey, on their process when it comes to basketball, life, something that's helped you or something you want to tell them.
Yeah, I guess I'm here. So, I mean, having a key to the city, being honest, coming up here and being a minority, and I'm like from the inner city, right? So it's like it was eye-opening for me. But, I've learned that, like, you never know who could help you or who could change your life, And like I said, from playing all over the world, just gave me just a global mindset. It just opened my perspective of, man, just like, like I said, it's a big world, a small world, but, man, we all connected. So, I mean, the only thing I'll say is, never be afraid to go in any room, to speak up to anybody. I took the initiative here, like to hit up him, Will Toonen. He's younger than me, but just to take the initiative, and it just created something so beautiful for us to be here in this space and in this time, and putting media and technology and something so beautiful together. This wouldn't happen if I didn't step up out my comfort zone. I'm sure many times you had to step out your comfort zone. Well, I'm sure you had to step out your comfort zone to be great and to, even just to create this podcast, right? Mm-hmm. Creating extra time. So just not being afraid, man. Like, step outside your comfort zone and my dad did a good job of teaching me that. Just like everything is not going to be comfortable. And if you want to do something new and blaze and set a new path, you have to have the courage and just not be afraid. So those are the two things. Like now, like I'm excited to fail. Like I like to fail. That means I did something big. I just tell my friends, like, man, if I fail trying to get tell somebody I'm trying to get $1 million and I fail and I get 500,000, they're gonna look at me crazy, like, wait, you failed at getting $500,000. So there's just the mindset of like at this point in my life, I just turned 30, is my golden year. Fail a lot, try a lot, like try a lot of different things. I just got into Harvard Business School for a semester.
Oh, man. Oh, congrats, man.
I was in Harvard Business School, so I had to give myself a little shout out.
Yeah, that's huge. We should have started with that. You left that out of the accolades. You should have caught me.
So, from Green Bay, mid-major to Harvard. To Ivy League,
what's the dedication you're like studying in for that?
Just business. So
MBA. So yeah,
the NBA has put me with their business program.
Oh, that's really cool.
We work with somebody who has an MBA, and they're going to help me with my investments and my business ventures. So
nice.
You say you got insurance, so I just got into this insurance with AO. I don't know if I should say that, but I got into insurance with AO. I'm big into real estate.
Nice.
Obviously, like your family. So going to have them help me build those things. My companies. I just turned 30, so I'm trying to build my first couple of companies while I'm playing. So
that's awesome, man.
Just not being afraid. Like I say, you're going to 65% of businesses fail in the first 5 years. Like I said, shout out to Angelina's, the best Italian restaurant in Green Bay. Seeing people that had the courage to start the business, start the podcast, like I say, just trying to help. It's just something that's cool, man. Keep us connected.
You can also find Angelina's shout out on Dining with the Dillons. We've been there quite a few times. The carbonara is fantastic, and the wine is superb. You did inspire one more question for me when you talked about getting involved with the Harvard Business School. What's like your plan look like when you're done playing, whenever that may be? What's your next goal as far as, I know you're doing the camp now, you got the nonprofit, you're giving back, you're using your platform for good. Do you have yet kind of like exactly what that would look like, or do you want to get into coaching? Do you want to get into no coaching? Is there anything that's like next on your list? Like I want to do this. I want to get into this.
Yeah, that's a great question because like I think coaching will be the easy thing for me, right? Like I'm a point guard. Like I could coach, right? I could help. I could influence. I help kids, right? That's what I do even now.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm trying to build a company to really really narrow down how to help these kids. Mental health is a big thing now. Just help them navigate. But for me, number one is real estate, which is why I think everything's connected, right? Stayed in Toonen Properties. He came to Hall of Fame thing and was so open, was telling me about you. Now you have this, and I was able to meet you. But I think real estate is my thing. But I love basketball, right? So, I also have an interview tomorrow for the NBA front office program. So that's kind of why I brought up, Brad Stevens, someone who I crossed paths with, who's the president, just won a championship. Play with the Pacers, who Rick Carlisle is the president and head coach. I'm like, dang, he's powerful. He really making whatever decision he want to make around here. Like he got more influence than the GM. And then also, being a young parent, going to college with my son, going to play abroad for 5 years. I don't want to miss that time with my kids, being a coach, still on the sideline, on the practice floor all the time. I know the type of player I was. Like I'm in the gym 2 hours before and 2 hours after. Like, no, coach. Like I used to be like testing my coaches. Like, do you care about helping me more, or you gonna be at home with your family? Like, which is not saying that for real, but like more of like, I want to be in the gym and I need help. Like, I'm dedicated to this. Like, are you dedicated to this? Or I'm gonna go try to build a relationship with the other coach, or maybe like a walk on, or like it didn't matter to me, like I just want to get better. Yeah. So it's like, I know my hours of dedication. So if I have another player like that, I want to be with my family.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to coach from like the stands, so like maybe a GM or a president of basketball is what I'm thinking, or really a team owner. So I'm really close with I played in the Australian League, and my team owner is kind of like, he helped me with real estate. He's like one of my mentors. He was on the Selling Sunset show and things like that.
I'm a big reality TV guy.
Yeah, so I'm a big like documentary, and like if I could learn something, sports and like real estate, really, like if I could learn something, they got a cool show on in Manhattan. I'm just giving out shout outs, but they got a cool show. But yeah, me, real estate and like being in the front office is where I'm looking at now, and just hopefully like own like some pickleball teams.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
own
dude.
some soccer teams, own some Euro teams. I played once. I need to play more, but I'm looking forward to playing more. Yeah. Like hopefully owning something, that's awesome, investing in something, and playing.
Hey, like you said,
what about you? What do you want to do when you're done?
Man,
we both athletes, so I'm shooting the questions right back.
No, I like it. Yeah, I mean,
great,
so
man. I love this.
So me, I always joke like my major in college was communication, like all athletes.
Me too.
You know, like all athletes. But like something I love to do this. Like I love talking. I love, when I go to events and we might need to have a speech or do a Q&A or whatever. I thoroughly enjoy that. I thoroughly enjoy getting to know people, getting to know their stories. I love networking. I've been to an event with Will, and he was at an insurance conference. And I'm like, Will, I need more business cards. I'm just handing out a business card, like meeting and greeting, like, hey, my brother does this, my brother does that. I love that. I love
that's a story on its own.
I love the chase of that. I love to build connections, and like you said when you were giving advice is, you never know what's behind that door. Some might slam in your face, but you never know. Like you might meet somebody here, and 5 years down the road, they might be so and so's boss, might be that connection. Like that gets me so fired up, and so I don't necessarily know exactly what that looks like, whether it's some type of marketing thing, whether it's this podcast takes off and this is what we do full time. I don't know, but I know at the end of the day, I'll definitely be doing something where I'm communicating with people, where I'm having conversations, where I'm hands on, because that gets me so excited.
You're an influencer, bro. Yeah, sure. You're an influencer. Yeah, that's the title of what you do. You influence people because you got a talent from God, and you're a connector. You're smart. You went to school. You got education. So you're going to influence other football players. You're going to influence your brothers. You're going to influence your family. You're going to influence in the world with just you being you every day, man. So happy that 28 was able to cross paths.
Absolutely.
Sure.
Still moving up, baby.
Obviously, didn't see you score 1,000 touchdowns. Obviously, jumped over 6,000 touchdowns. I need a picture over there by that one when you're doing the leap.
Shoot, I gotta go grab a jersey real quick. I know you don't have your jersey today, but I'll see you either after the camp or whatever.
I need that 28. I'm going to wear that. I might take your name off.
It's a real game jersey though, so it's gonna be tight. But I'll keep going back.
Put Sykes on there, Yeah. Act like I'm with the Packers. Now I play for the Packers. That'll give me a lot of clout.
No,
I'm a sign in this second. So,
I think the kick return rules are kind of whack, bro.
Now that thing's gonna be tight because that's what we got on the soda pad, so they can't grab nothing. But
no, I'm nice and lean and fit, bro. I'm wearing this outside to the club.
I'm excited, but absolutely. 28, baby.
I need your jersey too now.
Hey, man, that's the only one. That's the only one.
We need the replicas, man. Yeah, this fire.
Yeah, man.
Was I the first to get a jersey?
Yeah.
Like Soldier Boy.
Yeah, you the first, yeah.
It's real NFL.
Hey, man.
But yeah, we want to invite everybody to the 2024 UWGB Elite Camp. Great hosts. Myself, Alfonso McKinney, former NBA players from Green Bay. Karen Love got the last NCAA title for GB. And Tristan Jazz, fellow Wisconsin native. It's going to be really cool. Got a key to the city here, so I'm excited to give back. It's on the day of a Packer game, one of the days of our camp on the 24th. So just bringing a great sports environment to Green Bay on a Saturday like never before. We're going to have, gift giveaways, gear giveaways, T-shirts, book bags, yoga sessions, mental health awareness, strength and conditioning, a post-camp event, a meet and greet at Angelina's Italian on the 24th after the game for all of the parents. We thought that would be unique, something that's never happened to include the parents and what we got going on. Yoga by Ryan Cunningham. Just a bunch of amazing people. Packer players are going to come up and be involved. A lot of trick shots, a lot of professional basketball, just elite basketball development, skill development, competition, mentorship, guidance, and teaching. So please sign up here and be there. It's going to be exciting. We're happy to have you all, and we all happy to be with you all and just bring basketball here to Green Bay.
And I'm going to throw in some Quadzilla bobbleheads as well to add to the giveaways they already got going on. But like he said, man, make sure that you guys sign up, check it out. The link will be down below in the comments, if not on the screen. I don't do the producing. I don't know how all that stuff works, but I appreciate you guys tuning into Dillon, listening. My brother Will here.
Yeah, appreciate you guys tuning into this. Keifer's been awesome to have you, man. It's cool.
It's awesome having you here. Happy that we all connected. You told me a lot about numerology.
Numerology.
I'm gonna look into that, man. I hope I'm 28 too. Right?
It's powerful.
If not, if there's a sudden jersey change before the season starts, you guys know why. You guys know why.
We locked in.
Yeah, thank you guys for tuning in, and it's a great time. Once again, make sure you guys check out the Toonen the Dillon merch at ajdillon.com. All the proceeds go to the Dillon Family Foundation. You can find more on ajdillon.com or dillonfamilyfoundation.org. See you guys next Tuesday.